everybody, this is Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here with Miss Honey. Yay! She heard the printer going and she is the first one to race out here when the printer starts going, and we are live from the Hive. Yay! It is, what is it? It's June 26th. Oh my, I have my cousin's birthday is today, and I just realized I have not wished her a happy birthday yet. So that means that I have to write myself a little note. Is it hard to remember to do things? Sometimes yes, sometimes not so hard, but sometimes it is. So we're here today to show you the July showcase of what's coming up for classes. I have piles in front of me. You guys can't see my hands, but I'm doing this. There are piles all over. And I have my past classes here to go through in case anybody's newer to me and hasn't seen some of my classes that I offer. I do sometimes over kit and have extra classes that are kitted that are available. So I have those back there. On top of it, I have Gina's classes over here. And I flew in by the seat of my pants, you guys. You can tell my cheeks probably look a little bit flushed and red. It's warm outside today, and I actually left the house. I don't always leave the house. This is true. You guys, we do a lot of stuff from here, and I had the opportunity to leave the house today. I left last night too, but I had class at Burgers and Beignets, 1111 Burgers and Beignets this afternoon at 1 o'clock. And if I'm going to leave the house, I'm going to make it worthwhile and do as many things as possible. So I got to get to a couple different places to pick up some things. I got to get to the bank, to the post office, to the UPS store. So a couple of you will have some packages coming your way. The only thing I didn't get done is I didn't get to the county building to fill out for a building permit, which is what I need to do for this project that we have coming up. So, and then I flew in, and along the way you budget time in your head, how long it's going to take and how long it's going to take. And then all of a sudden you run into people that you know. And I ran into somebody from high school at Walmart, and I hadn't seen her for over a couple of years. And I just paused and I talked to her for probably 10 minutes. And then I ran into somebody at the UPS store, and I paused and talked to them for 10 minutes. And I thought to myself, you might be a little bit late. And that runs through my head, but it's very rare that you run into people that you haven't seen for a while and you want to take the time to chat with them and pause and catch up. And so I apologize for being 10 minutes tardy for our live today. I kept you guys waiting. But I know that you will understand, because I'm sure it happens to everybody where you are going, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and it always adds on a little bit of time. But I will be happy. I'm happy. I got 6 of my 7 stops done. And so, and then flew in by the seat of my pants. And before I left, I had laid out all this stuff. So I really could come in here hot, you guys. So, all right. Hi, Patricia Settle. Hi, Sue Booth. Hi, Randy Schultz. And there is Karen Woods. Hi, Linda Scott and Lynn Beasley. Yay. Hi, Kelly. Oh, it says Kel, actually. Kel Sheridan, Google. Oh, it's Holly. Where in California? Okay, wait. So Kel and Holly are talking. Sorry. I'm like, so I was watching Rose Coleman's live last week from Diane Bogenhagen's phone, and I was answering via Diane Bogenhagen, so I was living vicariously through Diane that day. So sometimes that happens. Hi, Laura Sullivan. Hi, Holly. Hi, Mary Carls. Hi, Carissa. Oh, I'll see you in the morning. or wait, for the lunchtime? I can't remember when we made our appointment. Never mind. I'll talk to you tomorrow to confirm and button that up. Sorry. So, hi, Jean. Hi. There's Angelique, rainy but much cooler. So Angelique, I'd love a little rain and cool, but honestly, we have had enough rain for a while. We were just talking, Carrie or whoever I was talking with, yep, we've had enough rain. We have puddles everywhere. The ducks are swimming around in the puddles. That's how it goes. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Hilda now. There's Karen. Yay. Hi, Deb Norman from Iowa. Hey, Francis Rodriguez. Wow, so many of you guys on here. Hi, Mary Schreiber. Yay, there's Sharon Davis. Hi, Pat Fleming. Pat Fleming, I owe you a couple emails. You guys, I've been trying. Hi, Granny June. If you have emailed me in the last week or two, I've been trying to keep up with the emails, and just know that if it's to sign up for a class or if it's for something that isn't necessarily until July, I'm going to catch up. My goal is tonight. Kelly's doing the paper pumpkin class tonight. And so my goal is tonight to sit and work at emails and get caught up. Hi, Linda Kester. I've been keeping up as much as I can. So you might be like hearing this and thinking, well, she got back to me. Well, for the most part, yes, but there are a few people that are waiting for their July class totals or information about stuff that's coming up in July. And I'm getting there. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Nancy Mole. Hi, Tina. There's Penny Powell. Yay. There's my afternoon to you too, honeybee. Hi, Kathy Showalter. Hi, Connie Moore. Hi, Kenzie. Yay. Hi, Chris Robinson. There's Shirley Vanderbloomer. Shirley, long time no see. I hope you're feeling much better after the last time we talked. You were a little sick. All right. All right, you guys, lots of people rocking and rolling. Mary Lemke, hello. Did you guys see that Gina was live this morning? She did her scrapbooking class. I have it here. She said she still has kits available. So at the end of my live, I plan to show off what Gina has available for upcoming classes. Hi, Marsha Long and Julie Black. Hi, Michelle Cinto. Yay. Oh, there's Linda Hunt. Hi, Tanya Jackson. Wow, so many of you gals in here. Hi, Becky Rohr. All right, I made it to the end. There's Barbara Godby too. All right, I think I caught everybody. So take a deep breath, right, you guys? Oh, I came in hot and I'm still hot. I have some cards I want to share with you, some Happy Mail that came in. I just printed my schedule. My schedule is available on my website. I did send an email this morning. It was a little later than I wanted. I mean, it was first thing this morning, but I meant to send it yesterday or the day before because I knew I was doing the showcase already last week. So I sent an email out to everybody that's part of my distribution group via email. If you're not part of my distribution group and you watch me and you'd like to be, it's easy to sign up. You just go to my website, cardsbychrisb.com. And there is a picture of me. Where's my phone? There, right here, haha. There's a picture of me. I'll just show this. You guys that have been following me for a while, you know this. But just in case there's anybody new, I like to make sure people know where to go. If you go to cardsbychrisb.com, and on any page, so where the hamburger menu is, there's different links. Like events calendar, that's like the main one. If you go down to this picture of me wearing the yellow shirt, that's where you can always find my host code, my phone number, and if you keep going down, there's a spot here that says sign up for my emails. If you put your email address in there, you will let the system know that you want to see emails from me. And then what I do is I go in and add a tag to you. And I either tag you as you're local to me or you're long distance to me. There are a few things that I do that are only local, like my used stamp sale and bingo. So generally, I don't send that email or those emails out to everybody that signs up. I send those to my local community. And so if you are local to me and not seeing those, then maybe I didn't know that you were local at the time that you sent in your registration or that you wanted to be on my email list. So just know that I can always switch that. But what happens is then after I send or apply a tag to you, that's when you would start to get emails from me. And I email about my upcoming classes, about sales, about new products that are coming out, when I have my showcases. And so at any point, if it gets to be too much, you guys can always click the unsubscribe button, and I promise it will not put a virus on your computer. Oh man, so many times I get emails from whatever random thing, and I'm so afraid to even hit the unsubscribe button because I don't want it to like cause problems for my technology, right? So just know that if you ever start to get like, you're like, I don't want emails from this girl anymore, all you have to do is click the unsubscribe button to my Cards by Christine emails, and it will not hurt my feelings, and it will not cause you any harm to your technology. So that's how that goes. All right, I will also share with you this. I printed this in black and white. It's not in pretty color, but I try to save the ink on my printer, and I don't print a lot of things on my printer if I can avoid it. But in the hamburger menu here, there's a link for resources. And for those that don't know this too, the resources is where you can find my schedule. It has an overview offering document that shows everything. And this is where you would come to go get the schedule. And you can open it up on your phone or on your computer. And this was updated as of May 26th, all right? So you can go ahead and print this document. I just realized there's one blank page. So if you go to print this, only print pages 1 through, there's 2 blank pages. I gotta update that. There should be 3 pages. So you can print pages 1 through 3. And this is the document we're gonna go through today. We're gonna break it down and show you the cards that are coming out for each of the classes. So I have multiple classes throughout a month. And it can be overwhelming, especially if you're newer to me and you don't know that I do a lot of stuff. It can be like, oh man, like I don't know what's going on. I have too much stuff to look at. I never really intend or want you to feel overwhelmed, but know that that can happen. And if you ever want to be less overwhelmed and more understanding of what's going on, just call me. And it's so much easier to talk through things than it is to email back and forth 10 times or to text back and forth. The one thing I can live without is taking 3 or 4 days or 5 days to correspond with somebody about something that we could have like had a 10-minute conversation and it would have been good. All right. So just know that you are always welcome to call me. Call me anytime. Just call me, as Blondie would say, right? So I do pick up the phone. I'm a live person. You can tell I'm here. Like, I love to hear when people say, whoa, you answered the phone. Wow, you're real. Like, or I expected to get a machine. Like, so if I don't have your phone number saved in my phone, I might not answer it on the first try. But if you text me first and say, hey, this is so-and-so, I'd like to talk to you about classes. When's a good time? I'd be like, oh, okay, let me save your phone number and then we'll find a time. And then either you call me or I call you and we chat, right? That's how easy it is. Right? So I try not to make it very difficult, and just know that I have so much on my schedule is because I love what I do and I love sharing all the different cards and projects that are being designed. I love sharing and offering the kits to you, or if they're not kitted, like mystery card nights, I love to share and help you guys get inspired doing projects using your own materials as well. So if you choose not to be overwhelmed, you will be okay, right? But if you are feeling overwhelmed, I'd love to chat with you and figure out like what are you looking for, and we'll go from there. So lots of things we're going to go over today. The main thing we're going to do is work in this PDF document. People generally ask, how do you sign up for a class? There's so many ways, and this is one thing that overwhelms me actually, is all the different ways that people can reach me and contact me. So I just ask that if you do reach out to me, it just was perfect. Pam Newhauser, we chatted today and we were able to go back in a text message correspondence from the last 2 months and figure out all the things that we needed to figure out, because everything was housed in text messaging, where sometimes I'll get people texting and Facebook messaging and then in the business side messaging, and it becomes a hot mess of overwhelmingness for me. And so the best way to do it is just pick a communication channel and then just send me a message, tell me what you're looking for, and we'll figure out what's the best way to get you signed up. I have this yellow book. You guys, this is really what I use to keep track of my class signups. I am a paper person, probably like most of you guys are. So really, this is what I do to keep track. And so if you want to get signed up for a class, ultimately, this is what we work out of, just to make sure that you get your name in the book. If your name's in the book, that's when I know I get you the cards. It's happened where I've got your name in the book, but I keep a second place of where I yes, you guys, checks and balances. I have a spreadsheet and I have a book, right? And then I also have on the back end another spreadsheet. So there's 3 different spots where we are logging the registrations, and just know that it's helpful that we keep track of everything that we do the way we do, because sometimes you forget that you signed up for a class. Sometimes I forget that you've sent payment or how you've sent payment, and we always check and balance at the end of the month. And so that's the main thing. Sharing. Thanks for sharing, everybody. I have seen a lot of people saying that they've shared this video. This is the video if you're in my VIP group. If you share this video and comment in a specific post in the VIP group that you've shared this video, I put you in for a drawing when I do my month-end drawings at the beginning of the next month. I always do a drawing for everything from the previous month, and I will put my VIPs go into a drawing for a half-off bundle. So yay. So this is the video, but it is in the VIP group where you need to post and comment, because I take everybody that comments in that post to get the names for the drawings. So yay. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Amy. Hi, Ileana. Ileana, you won the half-off bundle from the previous month, so from the month of May. We still need to connect and give you your choice of which bundles that I have for my stash that you might be interested in getting at half off. Yay! So hi, Pauline. Pauline, I owe you your July list as well. Hi, Cheryl. All right. Hi, Christy Wiltshire. All right. So that's a little bit about how to get signed up, how to reach me. I've got different ways down here, you guys. I've got, you can sign up through my website in the events, different events, calendar events. You can call or text me. You can email me. The last resort, I would say, there's two last resorts that I don't check very often. One is if you send a message through my business Facebook page. I don't check those. There's so many other places that people are messaging me that I have a hard enough time keeping up with. My business Facebook page is one of the last places because I have my personal one. And so just know if you email me there, there's an automated not out of office, but there's an automated message that says, please text or email me for faster response. And the other thing is if you leave me a voicemail in my phone, it does say to email me or email me or text me for faster response because I don't look at or listen to my voice messages very often. It's just the one more thing to do, you guys. So I love chatting with you and calling back. And so you can call me 3 times before leaving a voicemail. That would probably be better. So, all right. That's that. So we're going to get right into it, you guys. Again, I hope you enjoy this showcase, showing off everything that we have. Yes, perfect, Ileana. Give me a call soon. Oh, Donna Grushki. So Donna, what my VIP group is, it's a group. Okay, so there's different things in Facebook, and one side of it is pages or the business side of it, and then there's another side of it that's called groups. And then there's even one more that is your personal profile page. So you could have a personal profile page, you could have groups, and you could have pages. Pages is for your business, like my Cards by Christine business Facebook page is a page, but then I have a couple groups. I have the VIP group, Cards by Christine VIPs, and I have the Stampin' Game Night group. Both of those groups are super uber duper important. Facebook limits what you see big time from a business standpoint. So whenever I share events or share posts in my business page, it's very rare that you'll even see them. Okay, that's how it works. Even if you have the settings set to be perfect, that you want to see everything, they still limit it. So I've created in the past, it was probably 5 years or 4 years, I have 2 different groups. One is open to everybody. Anybody can request access. It's the Stampin' Game Night group. It's where I used to do my game nights in before I went to YouTube. Now that I'm in YouTube, I don't really use that except for the fact that it's a group. It's perfect and it's open to everybody. Where my VIP group is open to my team and customers who take classes from me that are product based or customers who buy product from me. The whole ticket is that you get product from me as a customer. If it's somebody who has never bought product from me indirectly through a class or just buying product. So let's say you've just paid the fee on a class of $17 or $23, but you've never bought product from me in a sense. You bought kits from me is what that was. And you wouldn't have access to that group. But if you have bought product through a class or product directly from Stampin' Up, or even like here in person with me, if you bought some adhesives from my adhesive basket, that would count. I have a VIP group. And in that group, I post every time I participate in a swap. So my boards are full of swap cards now. I'm planning to do a showcase on Friday sometime, showing off all the most recent cards. Also, I have to squeeze in the retro swap, I think. And I'm also going to do the Discover Bee catalog, the questionnaire form that we did. I'm going to review those answers on Friday. So I've got lots of stuff I'm going over. But what I do is I have Kelly photograph all of those pictures, and she has albums in there going back now a few years of lots of card ideas. And so that's probably like the biggest bang for the group, is that there's so much inspiration in there of card swaps. We do birthday recognitions, and then also I would, in the past, generally do, when I have bingo cards left over, I was trying to do just private classes in there, and I haven't been able to do that for a little while now. So, but yes, that's what the VIP group is about. And so I share this video in my VIP group, and I ask people to share it. And if they comment that they shared it, because they have shared it, I put them in a drawing for a half-off bundle. So, yay. Okay, that was that in a nutshell, in case anybody else didn't know that too. Good question. Okay, so we have here, hi, Linda Hall. All right, in the beginning of time, I had just the monthly class. That was my core class. And that is always 3 cards featuring 3 different stamp sets. And that one for the month of July features these 3 stamp sets. Translucent florals. Okay, so we'll look at it. And then we have Inspiring Snapdragons, and you guys will have recognized this card when you see it. And then, oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. Oh, I did. Hang on. This is not in the Grove. One moment, please. It is actually Loveliest Tree. So hang on. I'll show you guys the cards. I'll set them out here for a moment so you can see them. So when I thought of in the Grove, that's because that's what we did last month. Okay, so the July monthly class is offered 4 times. Twice on a Monday, once on a Saturday, and once on a Thursday night. The first 3 are in person, Thursdays online. And for you guys in my online world, it is July 18th. Oh, I looked up here and I'm like, oh, it's not. Let's see here. No, yeah, July 18th. That's right. Perfect. Okay, so July 18th. Now, what do you need for stamps? Basically, a lot of people always like, do I need, hi, Jenna Helms. A lot of people say, well, do I need to have the stamps? Nah, I always tell people, buy what you love and use what you have. And a lot of what you're going to see here today is generally designed without you having to have certain focal images that are part of the stamp set. We do heavily use dies, okay, so that you can make your card as similar to mine as possible. So for this Inspiring Snapdragons, this was actually a Share, Create, Inspire card from last month. And we've got that for the inside, and it's a little gatefold, right? And features some of the Unbounded Beauty designer paper, and this is die cut for you already in little stems. Oh gosh, you guys, Tammy and her mom die cut all these little stems. And they're like, oh, that was a mission. So you need a sentiment, some splotchy stamps, and then there are 2 dragonflies in this set here and here. But I think that if you didn't have dragonflies or anything insect related like bumblebees to put on here, you could always do something else. What you're going to get for the dragonflies is a piece of white paper, yo big or yay big, and you'll stamp and fussy cut them unless you have the dies, then you could always die cut them. But this is the card that features Inspiring Snapdragons. This one features the Loveliest Tree. And this one, I didn't even use. Hip Hip Hooray comes from Round We Go. So these sentiments, oh, congratulations would fit on here. This would be a great retirement card. It's a great birthday card. We tried to keep it more masculine. So if you have a guy in your life that's looking for a different card, a thank you card, that's what we have in here. And the tree gets stamped on the inside. So the bird's coming from a new die set that is available. I think it is going to be coming out in the online exclusives in July. There are some clouds stamped on the background, but you could always do something else if you wanted to. For those that have that cloud embossing folder back from the olden day, I don't know, from like 2 years ago, you could always emboss your own clouds on the background here. So that one, sentiment basically, Loveliest Tree. And then the last card features Translucent Florals, which was an online exclusive starting last year. And we brought it back because we did give it love with a Stamp-A-Stack last year, but it needed another card. So, and it's flowery and it's a purple, you guys. I had to do purple. I just could not give me some purple love. We've been doing a lot of blue, it seems. And so on this one, there's a background stamp that is actually from Gone Fishing in purple, light purple. And then I've got You're the Best, which is part of the set. Congratulations. This would be a great, somebody's leaving their job or they're retiring, there's a birthday, thinking of you, thank you. It could even be a sympathy card. So this is an all-occasion card that you could use for anything. And all you need for this are the sentiments and a focal image potentially for the inside. If you had any extra designer paper at home, you could always put a strip of designer paper along the bottom. But this class is $17 or $23 mailed. And if you want to place an order to get it free, you could also have that opportunity. It would be free with a $50 order if you want your kits mailed to you. If you attend in person, then it's $30. So, yay. All right. Hi, Judy Sharp. FYI, there's a little cardinal in the sled set. Oh, Judy Sharp. You guys, for those of you who've been watching me the last couple lives, I was on the struggle bus with this card, and I really wanted red cardinals in here. And Judy, get this. That sled set that I just ordered it is not here yet. Stampin' Up! Took a little bit longer to ship their stuff this last couple weeks. And I would have loved, absolutely loved, two little cardinals sitting in this tree. Kissing is what I was saying. And so what we did is we found these birds flying around, and we added this little sun. So I was happy with it in the end. So, all right, so that one is one of my core classes. I usually have 5 core classes every month, and then we have add-ons. And so that was a core class, the longest running class I've been doing since about 2015. Okay. Then the second class that I added on a running regular basis is the suite bundle class. And it could be focusing on a suite or a bundle. Last month we did Take to the Sky. The month before was Unbounded Beauty. This coming July we have Wildly Flowering. And the following month we have Country Woods. And so this class is offered on July 31st is a Wednesday. Saturday the 20th. And online is actually, I think it's on the 22nd, but the 22nd, I found a typo, I think. The 22nd is a Monday. So not to confuse people, which I know that this happens to me and others very easily, this is wrong. This is not a Thursday. It used to be a Thursday. It is now a Monday. And that is because we go on an annual camping trip that we have done for the last 12 years. And we had to switch things around. So that one's actually on a Monday. These cards are the hottest off the press, you guys. They were made yesterday afternoon. I had a lot of helpers here, and they were working on kitting cards and all the other things while I got to be upstairs designing these. And they're like hot off the press. I hope you like them. Nobody's really even seen them. And so I'm so excited. So Wildflower Designs is what we picked for the Suite Bundle class for the month of July. So how it works is, again, a weekday, a Saturday, or online, which is on a Monday. And you have to have the stamp set for the class. This is like what people generally always want to know. And in this case, I would say you could get by without having this stamp set if you don't love it. I think we designed it in a way that it's very versatile, especially if you have sentiment, have flower focal images. And so these are the 4 cards that you'll make for this one. Now this one, what happens is you'll need a sentiment, and we stamp that little, it's not a sunflower, the weed, the weed. You blow it, and it's a dandelion, the dandelion seeds. And so that's just in the background here. And so that is one card. And there are some focal images, but if you don't have that specific focal image, you could stamp something else there. It doesn't have to be this stamp set. And we use Moody Mauve and Espresso. Here's another one. So we're die heavy on this card class. So these really feature the really cool dies that are part of this suite. This one is stamped and it is die cut. But again, if you didn't have this and you just wanted the brown sprig, which is going to be die cut for you, you could just have the brown sprig, or you could pull out a different flower focal image to stamp and cut your own. You'll get a piece of white paper big enough to do what I've done, but you could always swap it out with something else. And then you'll have a little bit of ribbon here to put on it. There's a background stamp here. It's very light. It is actually from this set right there. And that's in Crumb Cake, and the sentiments in Espresso. All right. Then this one, this one uses, so all these have, so there's 4 different flower stamps or weed stamps, whatever you want to call them. There's different focal images. And we used all 4 of them in the insides primarily. This one, sentiment. It's using Sending Happy Thoughts, and it's cut apart, so you'll get a strip big enough to stamp a sentiment, and whatever you want to put for your sentiment could be totally different depending on what you need. These cards are very versatile for all different types of occasions. It doesn't have to just be birthday. It could be sympathy, wedding even. Like this would be a really pretty wedding card. Thank you, thinking of you, happy anything. I think this is my favorite. This is the one that stressed me out the most, but it was the first one I made. And so for some reason, I like this one the best. This is my favorite. It features the word sending love, which actually comes from country birdhouses, not this one. But I think the thank you may fit in there, but you could use any sentiment in Espresso. This is the little flower set here, and it's stamped in Espresso. And then we have a little green sprig that'll be cut for you. Anything that you see that is embossed, comes embossed like that, that is from the Dashing Designs, which is also part. I just realized I don't have my embellishments on this one, but they all come with embellishments, and then each card has ribbon on it, or some sort of like fabric on it. And so the inside of this one features that guy. So this class is also free with a $50 order, or it's $20 plus shipping, and shipping is $6. And if you guys get to the end and you're like, I want 6 or 5 classes, all you have to do is give me a list of your classes, and I'll ask if you want them all mailed together or not, and then we can start consolidating and saving the shipping money. And so that's pretty cool when you get one package with all your card kits, and then you can save a bunch on shipping. This one has one more other option for getting it, and there's a little asterisk behind here. Usually when you get an asterisk behind you, go to the end of the document and you can see what the asterisk is all about. And this says, order the Wildflower Designs bundle plus anything else, so the order is above $50, because the bundles are only $47.50, and right now it's not available. This is one that went out of stock, and I believe it's not available again until July 8th. So come July 8th, mark your calendars. If you want to buy this bundle, it would be $47.50 plus shipping and tax. And if you add one more thing to get you over $50, so that you're at, like, let's say $51 or $52 or $53, whatever it is, you'll get, and you use it for your registration to get this class. You get the class for free, plus I will give you a half a pack of paper. And I do that because you're liking, or like what I picked for the bundle, enough that you bought it. So it's a little thank you for liking what I picked for the Sweet Bundle class, is how I've always done that. And so next month, it's Country Birdhouses or Country Flowers. The class is Country Woods. So anybody who buys the Country Birdhouses or Country Flowers by 8/16, you could pick any of the 3 classes. I offer it 3 times, twice in person and 1 online, and you would get a half a pack of the Country Woods designer paper. Or there's 2 packs in there. So I've got either Country Lace or Country Woods. Honestly, I've got plenty of both of them that I have for kitting up. So yeah, so that's how that works. And a lot of people get confused. They're like, well, I can take 3 classes with that order. No, it's any of the 3, not all of the 3. You get to pick any of the 3. All right, so I hope you like these. I haven't even photographed them yet. So they're not even in a cover photo. Kelly's coming over tonight to do Paper Pumpkin, and we're gonna get caught up on photographing this class. So that's Wildly Flowering, sweet class. Very good. All right, so that guy's good. Now let's go here. I started doing Paper Pumpkin classes. Actually, Kelly started helping me out with Paper Pumpkin classes. If you subscribe by the 10th of the month, you can get your kit. Tonight, we have, look back here, you guys. Oop, wrong thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I know 2 of those are gone. I have to pull them out. So I think I have 6 or 7 June pumpkins left, in case anybody's interested. They also could ship with any card classes that you have coming up in July, or I could pop it in the mail tomorrow. Just know that the shipping is usually about $7 to get it to you. The pumpkins are $27 to my house, and so then it would just be extra shipping. But again, if you take anything else and we want to consolidate, you would save a little bit on shipping. And so the June pumpkin class is set, I'm so sorry. Yeah. June Paper Pumpkin class is set for tonight, you guys. June 26th is today. Kelly's going to be doing that class at 6 p.m. I do have 1 left. You can't see it. I have 1 kit left from May. May was that Manly Man set. And so if you want to get the May pumpkin, I have 1 left. And then in July, I think I even have it out here already. One moment. So if you go, July is the 25th is when class is. If you go to my events calendar for July 25th and you click on it, okay, come on, refresh. So you guys, when you swipe your phone down, that little thing starts spinning, and that's when it refreshes your screen and it reloads it. It's a swipe down and it reloads it. The 25th Paper Pumpkin, I haven't added any of the details, but I did put the picture out here. It's called Painted Petals. And that is a card crafting kit delivered in a fun floral box. And it's called that. And Kelly's going to be teaching it. So that's what I have at the moment. It looks very fun and right in time for summer. I don't have any of the details. And so I'm going to be working on that in the near future. But that class is going to be July 25th. And again, if you want to get a pumpkin from me, I will be having July pumpkins delivered to my house. Every month I get about 7 to 10 extra. It just depends on the kit and how I think people will like it or perceive it. And so that's how that goes. So yes, so those are there in case anybody wants it. All right. Next thing that got added about 2 years ago is mystery card night. So the next mystery card night is set for July 8th. Oh my goodness, you guys. I just saw that today. 4th of July, it just restructures everything because we don't generally do anything. I was just telling the girls that were here today, we don't have an in-person class in here until July 9th. People are busy. They're traveling. They're doing 4th of July things. They're having fun and not really... and I want to do the same thing. So July is like the 4th is my time where I looked at my calendar next week. It is completely empty. And I was like, oh, so excited. And so just know that is why Mystery Card Night got kind of switched around. Originally, we had it on the docket to do the monthly class that day. But what we did is we brought Mystery Card Night up to the 8th so that it gave us time to work on kitting. We are going to do a little kitting next week, but with it being on the 8th, that kind of pushed other things out, and it freed it up so that if you guys are still traveling or doing things that you don't have kits waiting for you at home to work on. So Mystery Card Night, again, will be July 8th. And with that in mind, next week, in all my spare time, we will get clue number 1 published. I don't know if Jolene is still watching, but I'm going to work with Jolene to see if we can get that clue ready and publish that next week. So you guys have time to work on that a little bit sooner than we did the last time, which was the day before. So, sorry about that. All right, so July 8th, Mystery Card Night. Now, ink, paper, scissors. Ink, paper, scissors was the first class that I started to offer regularly that includes product. So I did classes that were order or fee based, right? So it gave you the option of, do you want to order to get it free or do you want to pay the fee? And now we have ink, paper, scissors is not free with an order. So the thing that hurts me a lot is when people call and say, hey, I just put an order in. Can I get your ink, paper, scissors class for free? And I'm like, so sorry. Like, no, never. I've never given an ink, paper, scissors class away with an order because the class itself includes product. And so it's not one that you can get free with an order. It is either $32 for porch pickup or in person with Diane, or it's $39 mailed. And it's a little bit more for mailing, the dollar more, because it includes a roll of ribbon usually, and sometimes it's not, right? It just depends. The one in May was a little bit different. But it usually has about $20 worth of product in it. And it's usually a quarter pack of designer paper, a roll of ribbon, and embellishments. And this month we're featuring Mediterranean blooms. And next month we're featuring To Market. And we have both of them done. So are you ready to see them? All right. Mediterranean blooms. You might not, unless you were watching lives with me recently, you might not have caught this. But I did show them off last week because we got them done last Thursday, I think. So Citrus Blooms is the stamp set that goes along with Mediterranean blooms. And you're wondering, well, do I need to get the stamp set? Of course, Jolene. Yay, I just saw your message. Oh, Carissa, it says, okay, so when I looked at it yesterday, so Carissa just said that it's to be determined, where when I looked last week, oh, Angelique, you want a June pumpkin. Yes. I did see that. You did send me a note. I just didn't have a moment to let you know that I did see it. But yes, here you go. Look at this. I'm writing your name right on it. So that's going to be saved for you. All right. Perfect. I got that set aside. So yes, the wildly, oh man, like one thing falls, everything falls. Carissa said that the date on the wildly flowering is to be determined, but I could have sworn that I saw July 8th when I looked the other day. And then, so we'll get there, Trish. Just one moment. We'll get there in a moment. Okay. So Linda said the set is currently unavailable. So I'm not sure now, Linda, I'm looking at your comment now. It's a little bit later. My phone froze, and so comments didn't come in until I just backed out and went in. Yes, Donna, thanks, Deb Norman, for answering that. I really appreciate that. So hi, Catherine Healy. Hi, Angela Knutson. Off to baseball. Have a good night with Brandon and tell him the kittens say hello. All right. So Citrus Blooms is the stamp set. Now you're wondering, do you have to have the stamp set for the cards? No. We intentionally designed these cards using the sentiments from this set. All 4 of the sentiments got used. But again, you guys can alter and change your sentiments. They're your cards at the end of the day. And Karen Wetstein is helping us cut all the designer paper so that when it gets cut, she does this thing. And so many people have said they appreciate that because it's not cutting it straight up the middle and straight down the middle of both. And then you guys getting half of your image cut. Karen actually takes it and goes like this, and then she goes like this. And you end up with these awesome focal images that aren't cut through. And so this is actually designer series paper. So honestly, all you need is a sentiment. We're already working on the die cutting for these background pieces and the embossing. And then when you open this one up is where we did stamp that focal image down here. And these cards are very versatile as well. Very vibrant. I love the different oranges and the lemons. And we did 2 orange cards like this. These are the 2 orange cards. Aren't you glad we made some cards for you? Just kidding. All right. And then this one opens like this. And you even get more oranginess going on. And then we got there. That's where we stamped the focal image. So you could color that in too if you want. So there's what we have for the 2 oranges. Now, the lemons look like this. The lemons are also amazing. They just remind me of a tea party. And this goes like that. And then that one will open like this. And there's a little white piece that goes on the inside with this, like that. Now, you do have to be super cautious and careful. And I'll say this during class. You can't have any of your images or sentiment off the side here because they'll get caught up in here when you open it. So you really have to be cognizant of that. And then the other one here looks like that. So fun. The navy and the green with the lemons and the yellow is so pretty. And so with this one, you guys are going to get some of that new white ribbon. It's in the online store, and it will become available for us on July 1st. So unless you're a demonstrator who already ordered it, you won't have it. But that's the ribbon we chose. And these Mediterranean blooms, the gems, just came back in stock. And so perfect timing for us for kidding because they are shipping out right now. And so these are what we have for the July ink paper scissors for you, featuring the Mediterranean blooms or citrus blooms. Again, that class is 32 for porch pickup or in person. Diane has the class on July 30th on a Tuesday, and I'm doing the online version on July 29th, which is a Monday. I hear you, girlfriend. All right, now I know this is August and we're talking July, but I'm going to share this with you because it's not too late or early to get signed up right now for August ink paper scissors. This one features To Market, and this class is on August 27th with Diane in person Tuesday night, or with me on August 29th. And this is another one where you do not have to own the stamp set at all. I'll be honest with you. I saw it and I'm like, oh, okay, it's all right. But I wasn't wowed by it. But when I was done with the cards, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, there's no reason why somebody wouldn't take this class. If they felt that they needed to buy the stamp set, they wouldn't need to buy the stamp set at all to do this class. I kind of like the Mediterranean blooms. You could get the kit, get a little sampling of the paper, get the ribbon embellishments that go with it, and then you could really see oh, I think I would use this stamp set, or no, I wouldn't use this stamp set. So with these, we did the designer paper again. All of the focal images are designer paper that you will either fussy cut or use the dies. If you don't have the dies, it's going to be a little bit of fussy cutting, but this is perfect for August. It's harvest time. It's coming to be the end of the season, and your flowers are in bloom. Your vegetables and produce are at their finest, and this is so cool. You'll have this little netted bag you just fill it full of all the produce, the lettuce, the carrots, the tomatoes, the purple onions, the radishes. We copied this card, or I should say we cased this card. We changed it, but we copied the idea of this flag here. So there's you can see it. There's a flag hanging on a toothpick. So everybody's kit will get a toothpick in it. You stamp your sentiment on this little white piece, and it acts like a flag coming out of the bag. And yay! And the top is embossed with that cane weave embossing folder. This one is cute too, a little basket. Again, none of this stuff you have to stamp. It's all the designer paper. And Karen's working on cutting that too in a way that it's just and then like that, and not cut directly at 6 inches and 6 inches. So it takes us extra time and energy to give you paper like that, but it allows you to utilize more of your bits and parts. I think this one's my favorite. Again, if you guys wonder where we get ideas from the catalog, we did. We don't open up the catalog as often as we have in the past years, but there are ideas in here, you guys. I can't say that there aren't. There are plenty of ideas, and we were on the struggle bus, and we did go here, and this card right here is what we used for an idea to work on this card. Okay, so that's that. Then this card right here is what we used and inspired to do this card. So you can see similarities, right, with the flag here. So you can see similarities and how we would kind of get the idea for the layout, but we definitely made them our own. And this card right here is where we got the idea to do the basket full of the vegetables, but completely different layouts. But this one, I don't know, we just came up with. So some people ask that, where do you get your ideas from? Well, yes, that's why there's a book to look in. So, all right, so to market, ink, paper, scissors, you can already sign up now for it. You can already pay for it, however you want to do it. If you're taking class with Diane for either one of these, though, you do reach out to Diane and register with her for class, and you register for me. I've gotten that before where people have said, well, I'm needing to take an online class. Do I need to tell Diane? No. So Diana's in-person classes, and I'm doing the online for ink, paper, scissors. And my alarm's going off. There we go. Okay, so that's ink, paper, scissors. Reach out to me for the online version. Reach out to Diane. If you do not have Diane's information and you want to sign up, all you need to do, so let's say it's the ink, paper, scissors for July you want to take, find the date. Go to Tuesday, July 30th. And if you go to July 30th, this one, go to the actual event, you guys. This is the bread and butter where all my information is. If you go down here, Diane's phone number is right there. RSVP to Diane at this phone number or that email by that day to be guaranteed your spot. And my information's in here as well for registering with me. All right, so there's that. Okay, so that's ink, paper, scissors. That's a lot so far, right? You'd think we'd be done at that and we'd call it good for a month, but no, there's more. Wait, there's more. We're going to go on to page 2, and I think, Pat, you were asking, or Trisha, you were asking about this. Hi, Gina Bulow. Yes, the IPS for August. I love it too, Mary. We had such a lot of fun with that one. So, Trisha, I think you were asking about Let's Just Stamp and the date potentially not being correct. So if you're ever not certain about a date that's printed on my calendar, you guys just know that this can change, and you might have an old date, right? The original calendar that we made for this was back in December for this year. And somebody, Angela, you were the one that brought your December calendar, and it's like the dates are all wonky. And that'll happen because life happens and dates change. So if you're ever not certain about a date, like this says here for Let's Just Stamp, it's featuring Spotlight on Nature, which you guys, it came back in stock and then it went out of stock. And now it's not back in until, like, the stamp sets out till I think July 8th. But I think, Trisha, you were asking about the Let's Just Stamp. What you should do is go to my calendar events. This is always accurate. It should be. Like, this is what I go change first. So if you're looking for the online Let's Just Stamp, it's July 22nd. So if this doesn't say July 22nd, it says something else, you should just come here, and I have to turn my phone for it to go into the how to see it. But there it is, Let's Just Stamp. It's on July 22nd on a Monday. And if I go back this way, it has the cover photo in there already. It has the 2 different dates that I'm doing it and Diane's doing it. So I guess, Trisha, if you're seeing, hi Sandy Wicklander, if you're seeing a different date on here, just go to the events calendar. And you guys won't break anything by going in here and looking at things and clicking around. You just go to July, and if you tap on it or on your computer you click on it, it'll tell you the different titles and you can see what's offered when. But this is always updated first. This is updated second. I don't always upload this to here, and you guys don't always get new copies of this. So don't ever rely on this as the official source of information. All right, so let's just stamp. Let's just stamp. I do this class with Diane Bogenhagen, and we design the cards together. We try to keep it on the more simpler level, right? Because it is geared towards beginners, but everybody's welcome. And we try to make lots of layers and make it so that it appeals to everybody. So this one features Spotlight on Nature, which we just mentioned. The stamp set is out until July 8th. The dies are back in, and you might just want the dies because you might have enough flower stamps. This class, July 23rd with Diane, $17 or free with a $30 order. For me, online is July 22nd. It's $17 plus $6 for shipping or free with a either $50 order if you want it mailed or $30 order. This is what Spotlight in Nature looks like. Okay, so you've got some pretty floral images, the butterfly, and some sentiments. And the dies are what are super cool is they're circle. And so we try not to use any dies on Let's Just Stamp. So this is really hard. But we did, on this one card, we pulled, and you guys forgive us, we used one of the die cuts from we just couldn't not use it. So we used one of the little die cuts, and on top of it, we used retired vellum. And I have told you guys from the very beginning, I have no problem using vellum in any card whatsoever. For however long I have Stampin' Up! Vellum. So everybody got a little vellum circle that is die cut with that fancy edge. And there are no dies for the actual focal images. All the dies for the set are all circles. So yes, you will need to fussy cut the butterfly or fussy cut your leaves. And that's it for fussy cutting. And so these are the 3 cards that we feature. We stayed in the Moody Mauve, Misty Moonlight, Espresso Peacock realm of colors and made this one a happy birthday. So we pulled in country birdhouses for these 2 sentiments. And then we have sending happy thoughts. I don't know. You could use thanks on that one too if you wanted, but we thought these were pretty birthday and sympathy cards. A little bit of coloring. We did use Moody Mauve mixed with a block and a blending pen. Also, we did that for the peacock. And this one we did, I think we used, for all of the coloring on these, we did not use Stampin' Blends, but you could. We dipped an ink pad with a block, and then we used a blender pen to color them to make them a little softer. Colored pencils would work too. So this is what we have coming up for Let's Just Stamp, Spotlight on Nature for July. Boom. Okay. All right, Technique Club class with Rose. I started doing this about 1.5 years ago. She's featuring the Flowers of Beauty, and you guys are going to be wowed with these cards. So let me show you. I do not have them physically in my hands, and she sent me pictures of them. So let me share the pictures with you. And again, it's Flowers of Beauty, online only. She's doing her class on July 25th at 11:30 in the morning. And so this is one of the cards, and I know it's a little bit hard to see because of the lighting, but you'll need a sentiment and, oh, I didn't even pull Flowers of Beauty. You guys, one moment, please. Let me go get the stamp set. Tigger. My big boy. All right. She used Flowers of Beauty. The technique is using the metallic enamel effects, the enamels. She's showing you all the different ways that you can use the enamel. And so for you guys, you'll get some white cardstock, big enough to stamp your own flowers and then die cut them or fussy cut them. Again, flowers are pretty interchangeable. If you don't have this flower set, you might have the painted poppies, or you could have sentimental. I feel like there's so many different flowers that over the last few years that you could totally get by with something else other than this stamp set if you don't want to buy it. If you have it, fabulous. But super pretty, using some orange, the peach pie, mixed with some gray and yellow. And so you'll need to stamp 2 flowers and a sentiment. And then these flowers, she's going to show you how to color them in with the pearlized enamel, the metallic effects. And she's got the inside too for you guys. And then this one, she's going to show you how to mix the ink with the enamel effects and then sponge it on with a sponge dauber. And here she stamped a flower and berry burst. And then the sentiment comes from Unbounded Beauty, Unbounded Love, I think, Unbounded Love. And then she stamped that focal image in Summer Splash or Shy Shamrock back here, right? And then the third card, that's the inside, looks like this. Another one that uses those 2 big, the big flower set and then the small flower set. On this one, it looks like mother of pearl paper, if you guys remember that. She used the pearlized effects on the sprig here to make it look glossy and pearly. And with this one, it's a fun fold. So she's going to show you how to do this different fold. And from right now, it doesn't look like a fun fold. But you need a sentiment for that. And then what happens is it's folded on the inside and it pulls out. And so there's a window there. And when the card is shut, it fills in the oval. So yay. All right. So this one's a little bit different because it is actually, it's a club, but you don't have to be part of the club to do the class. But the class is free with a $50 order. It is not one that is offered with a fee. You can't buy the class per se. You can only get it free with a purchase. And those people that want to take advantage of the club, once they do 10 purchases 10 months in a row, so 10 $50 orders between the 1st and the 10th, if there's kits left over, they can always get it after the 10th. It just depends if there's availability or not. But once you do 10 in a row, you get a $75 shopping spree and a half off bundle of your choice from me in the States. And Rose has a very similar program in Canada. And so for the Technique Club class or the Suite class, those are both classes that you could either do in the US or in Canada through Rose Coleman. And so if you're in Canada and you're looking for a demonstrator, please, she is your girl. Reach out to her, okay? She's amazing. All right, so that is the Technique Club class, 3 cards featuring Flowers of Beauty. So Rose just finished her cards up too. All right, so under games and prizes, there's another section and we're gonna touch on it. We just had bingo. 4th of July bingo, this like 2 days ago. 2 days ago. But in July, we have Lucky Hand and Game Night. We're going to make, and it's wrong here, because generally we make 4 cards, but for this month, we're going to do 5. So in July, we're going to make 5 cards. It's in person on July 17th, or it's online on July 11th, okay? And it features Charming Duck Pond. Yeah! You'll have to sign up for this one too. Angelique. Yeah, I saw those cards and I'm like, oh my goodness, Rose, you knocked it out of the ballpark. Good job, girlfriend. Hi, Tina. Tina says they're beautiful cards too. Yay. Okay, so this is Charming Duck Pond. Another one where I've heard probably at least a half a dozen people say to me, gosh, I didn't know I needed the Charming Duck Pond until I started seeing ideas with it. And so it's really cute. There's these little duck pieces that you can die cut and make cute little ducks, okay? And so this Game Night Lucky Hand, so I call them 2 different things. If you're in person, we call it Lucky Hand, and for online, we call it Game Night. And that's because I just don't want people to be confused about what they're signing up for. The prices are actually different. When we do Lucky Hand in person, it's $42, and when we do Game Night, if you are doing porch pickup, it's $37, and for it to be mailed is $44. And that's because we do collectively pool the extra $5 for Game Night. We pool everybody's extra $5 and we give away bundles for prizes for playing along. And so we'll have 5 prizes that are given out, and then I do door prizes as well. And Lucky Hand, we only have usually between 5 to 8 people that do it, and so the price is a little bit different. So I'm going to show you the cards here, and you, I think, will like them. They are heavy on the designer series paper as well. And this one we did a little fun fold. We couldn't not do this die cut image with this style card. So fun. And you'll cut your designer series paper and cut the specific, it's kind of like an ink, paper, scissors where you cut your own designer paper. These little guys, again, are designer paper. You do not necessarily have to have this stamp set to do this class. These little lily pads will be die cut. You will need some sort of markers. We did color these with a granny apple, and we use bronze to color in the lily pads and the cattails. You'll get your little dapple dots, and you'll get some of the peach pie ribbon in these kits. And this little frog on his lily pad, and we made it open like this, like that. So cool. And this one I like a lot. Another one, you guys, in case you're wondering, I think I cased that one. I looked at the book for an idea. So I just was like, I always try to look at different ideas in this book. And this is the card in the book that I saw, right? And this is the card that I came up with. So you can kind of see it, but totally different, right? You wouldn't have maybe guessed that. I would have used the book for that one. All right, here's another one. Oh, I love this. I'm going to share it last. Okay, here's another guy. It's cute. Again, another card I pulled in vellum, and I'm okay with that. Again, you'll have these little pieces all die cut ready for you. A little designer paper. Now this one, we kind of went after the Meandering Meadows class that we did back in May, where you open this up and it looks like that. And so you get to have the spread of the duck and her little quackers, the mama duck and her quackers, and then on the side a little piece here for some sentiments, your little love note. So we kept the price the same with 5 cards, and it is, again, it was 30, it's 32 plus 5, so 37, or 44 mailed. And again, if you're getting multiple classes, send me a list of all the classes you want. Tell me in the email, are you okay shipping them all at once? Okay, how it works is, if you want one shipment in the month, it's after the last class is kitted, right? So we don't kit all these in one day. That can't happen. We have 8 kitted classes in the month of July. There are 8 kitted classes in July. I think there's 8. And what we've done is we've already kitted 4, and we have 4 more to kit. And we're kitting those over the course of the next 2 weeks. So if you want like 6 of them or 4 of them or 5 of them, send me an email or a text. Say, I want all these classes. I'll reply back with how much it is. And what I just need from you is, do you want, like, can I just do one shipment? And if we can mail them all in one box, then the pricing is different based on, because it's based off of the weight and the handling. And so I would just send you one total, and then it would have one package. And that's awesome. If you want 2 packages, I'm at the point now where I have an erasable pen, thanks to Nan Ryan, and I can manage that in my life. So yay. All right. We have, okay, so I was just at 1111 Burgers and Beignets. I do a class there once a month. So for next month, it's on July 17th, which is pretty cool. I do that there in case you're local to me and want to make just 2 cards and keep it simple. If you're looking for a good burgers and beignets. Kit class. I always do a kit class that features the new kits for the month. And it looks like I have a change of time here. I'm going to do the kit class on July 15th on a Monday. Normally I do this on Fridays, but it's Monday at 10 a.m. All right. So I had to change it slightly. In July, my team, the Bee Happy Stampers, if you are on my team, I'm your proud mama bee. I'm so excited. We had Kathy Booker just joined the team today. Oh my goodness. So Kathy, I will have a welcome card for you with your little bumper sticker or your sticker or wherever you want to put it, and your magnet. That'll come out to you soon. Actually, Kathy, I knew you were joining the team. So I already mailed your magnet to you last week. So you might find that in your last package. And so excited. So welcome to the Bees. We have a team meeting next month, and we have a team swap party. So it's July 21st. The team swap party happens first. I think we start at 1:30 or so, and then we will have our team meeting at 3. And that is fun. And that's what I have for the team meeting. So if you are newer to my team and you've already placed your first order on your account, also reach out to me too. I try to remind people, send me a note so I can get you in the Inspiration Hive as well. That's pretty cool. All right, share, create, inspire. I have Christina Heiser, calling Christina Heiser. Hopefully you get your card. And I don't have any recipe cards that I'm holding at the moment. You guys, Jeannie Parker, I'm so excited to tell you. We found Jeannie Parker's card. Well, this is my card. We found Jeannie Parker's card. We photographed it. I shared it today. Now, do you think I have it handy? Let's just see if I put it in the book. I don't think I put it in the book. Of course I didn't put it in the book. So you guys, if you recall, we couldn't find Jeannie Parker's card for, I wonder if it's right here. No, that's not it. We didn't, if you guys go into Facebook, I just shared it though. I'm so proud of myself. We found it in a drawer with some cards, and it wasn't supposed to go in that drawer, but everything got cleared and cleaned up. So if you guys go and you want to see Jeannie's card, I'm going to show it to you because I didn't give her the credit for her card last month, and I needed to do that. So let's just go here really quick to events. And so Share, Create, Inspire is where you send me a recipe card and a card in an envelope, and I make the card based off the recipe card. And hi, I hear it. Hi, Karen.
I'm just dropping
Oh,
something needed to be embossed.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll see you later. So if you guys go in here, and under the discussion, I can show you the card Jeannie Parker made. So you guys, I'm so excited. I found it. So this is what Jeannie made, and now I don't have it like right in front of me. And there's her pop-up card. So good job, you guys. I knew I had it. I just did not know where it was at the time I went live. And there you go. So what happens is Jeannie, well, in this case, Mary helped me write out a recipe card. and I share that with you guys ahead if possible. And then I make a card using the recipe card, and mine, I used too much glue, can you tell? And it was a slider card. And so it's kind of like a reverse mystery card night. And you guys get to use your own materials at home, which is cool. And then we get to make a card together. And so that was the Share, Create, Inspire. For next month, it's July 10th. Oh, it's on a Monday? That can't be right. That's not right. It's a Wednesday. See, you guys, we're finding all these things. That's a Monday, but it's supposed to be a Wednesday. All right, so that's a Wednesday. Then we're going to go to the next page here. We have extras in July. So when you think that there's enough, there's still more. Can you ship? Oh, me on Sandy Wicklander. Yes, of course I can. You are one of the only people in the past that had told me to just ship them as I have them, like I normally did. But I can absolutely do one shipment a month. And that makes you all cohesive with like what everybody else is doing, which is amazing. So fabulous. I love it. I love it. So Jenna, you said that you have to jump off. I'm not sure if you are still on at the exact moment, but Jenna, I was hoping you could share if you had a video to share with us of your upcoming classes. That would be awesome. But all right, Feline loves getting one big box of Happy Meal. You guys, it saves on packaging, it saves shipping for you, and you get one package, so less chance of it getting lost in the mail as well, especially if you're getting multiple classes. So Donna said she gets to join after, I gotta read this. You get to join after July 11th. The wait is killing. Who knew 3 months would be an eternity? So yes, Donna. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. July 11th is when you can, after July 11th. I'm so excited for you. That's yay. I know. So there are, as a demonstrator, you have the choice. If you do have any changes and you want to join somebody else's team for whatever reason, or take a break for any reason whatsoever, what Donna wrote in there is that you have to wait 90 days. And so that's what Donna's in the middle of doing, is waiting 90 days so that I can have the amazing ability to send her a welcome to the team card too, which is awesome. So I send that to all my newbies. Everybody gets a welcome to the team card. So very good. So Donna, we're gonna be so excited on a July 11th. We're gonna do a countdown. Kathy Booker, who joined today, she waited 90 days. And that, I think we checked in like every 2 weeks. We were talking about how the countdown on how long, many days it was, and she couldn't wait. And it's like, it does take 90 days when you're waiting for something, but when you're not waiting, it seems like time just flies by so fast. And so crazy, 90 days, how fast that goes, or how slow it can be. Deb Norman, the next team meeting that we have is on July 21st. So July 21st, which is a Sunday. Okay, next, you guys, Hearts and Hugs. Okay, we have extras. Two more extras in July. So not just, okay, so I think we have seven. I'm trying to add in my head. So I think there's seven. There must be six. Oh, there's six. There's 8 kidded classes because I have the burgers class. Okay, there are 8 kidded classes. So we have 2 extra classes in July. One is the Hearts and Hugs. It's an order-based class. So once a quarter, we do a class where it features a stamp set. And the only way you can get it is, well, there are 2 ways. One of the advantages or perks of being on the Be Happy Stampers is we give you the option to buy the class. And if you're not in the team, then you have the option to place an order for $50 or $30, depending if it's in person or mail. And that's how you would get the cards. And so this one features 4 of the new ink colors. So we have Petunia Pop, we have Summer Splash, we have Pretty in Pink, and we have Peach Pie. And it features all of our amazing little critters that are part of Hearts and Hugs. So we've got the walruses, the mouse, the badgers, and the hamster. And we chose, it was so fun making these cards, figuring out which little critter or animal would go on each card. And then there is a blast from the past on this one. Yeah, so Barbara Gabi, on my calendar, it shows July 11th at 10 p.m. So that seems really odd to me. So here's another thing that I ask you guys. If you see anything on my calendar that doesn't look right, I ask, send me a screenshot. This is like a public courtesy thing for me. I really appreciate. So July 11th, it shows at 10 p.m. and I don't see it at 10 p.m. on my calendar here. I have my kit class here, Barbara. It shows here 10 a.m. kit class. So wherever you're seeing it this is the true official thing. And I'm not sure if you're where you are on the schedule here. The kit class I have here July 15th at 10 a.m. You guys, there's always a date on the calendar. So I'm on May 29th is the date of my calendar. If you're on anything prior to May, and I've already found 2 things that are not correct on this. You guys, there's a lot of words on here. There's a lot of numbers on here. So I've already found 2 things that I have that are wrong. So if you're on a calendar that is dated May 29th, or I should say before May 29th, it may be incorrect. So, all right, Kenzie, we'll see you later. So this happened with Laura Sullivan today too. She said, hey, I just saw that you were going to be live at 2 o'clock in one spot and 3:30 at another spot. Which is it? I'm like, well, it's 3:30. Last month it was 2 p.m. I always take things from the previous month and kind of regurgitate and just change the information. But I said, well, where did you see it at 2 p.m.? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, how do I know to change it if you can't tell me where you saw it? And so it's really awesome if you guys see anything that shows something that doesn't make sense to you. You gotta take a screenshot of it and send it to me so I can see what you're seeing, and then I can fix it. Because if you're getting confused by it, I am sure other people are getting confused by it, and that's the last thing I need is people confused because I have different dates and times, and that will happen because I always take last month's and reuse it, and if the day or time is different, I might not remember or catch that it needs to get updated. Okay, so Connie and Barbara, if you guys say 10 p.m., are you looking at the most current one? And if you're not looking at the most current one, that's probably like it got updated on a future version, right? So I would definitely go find the new one off of my resources page and grab a new one if you guys can. I'm sure we caught that it said 10 p.m. somewhere along the last 6 months, and it could be fixed at this point. Well, I know it's fixed because it's correct here. So you guys, on this one, do you need the stamps? Oh, that's a good question. I would say you were looking online. So, okay. Where online? That would be my next question, Barbara. Where online? Because where I just showed you online on my events calendar was correct. So are you seeing it in Facebook? Are you seeing it in a group? Where are you seeing it? So that's where a screenshot is really helpful for me if it is wrong so I can fix it. Do you guys need the stamps? I guess that depends. Do you want these exact critters or animals on your cards? If you have other things, there's been so many other animals and critters that have been on stamps over the last how many decades? Do you have something else that could work? That would be the question. So what'll happen is you'll get a piece of white cardstock. That is a quarter sheet of paper. Your walruses will fit one where your mouse will fit, your badgers will fit, and your hamster will fit there. So you'll get a piece of white. And if you have other stamps you want to use, you could definitely use other ones. Were the measurements for the flying finch posted somewhere? Yes, Donna, they were actually. The flying finch cards, if you guys are part of my Stampin' Fun in the Sun, which is what Donna's asking about, if you go, you guys have access to this private group called Stampin' Fun in the Sun. And Kelly just posted all the pictures, and that's the flying finch card there. If you go into the actual messages, Chris Dudarenki just shared them. Okay, so they're in the Stampin' Fun in the Sun group, Donna. It was on Facebook. Hi, Patricia's Mothers. It's showing 10 p.m. on the events page. Oh, thanks, Barbara, for trying to send. Oh, and Carissa sent me a screenshot. You guys are amazing for all these screenshots. 10 p.m. Oh, you guys are talking share, create, inspire. Okay. I thought you were talking about the kit class because I pulled up the kit class. All right, so that makes sense because I pulled up I pulled up the kit class. So perfect. Thank you. I will update that. Thank you. See, sometimes it takes like a village. All right. So you guys have to decide. The card layouts are super cute. Do you have other stamps that could work? They are adorable, right? And all the other die cutting and embossing will be done for you. And the blast from the past that I was talking about for this designer paper in the back is actually the gold and white most adored paper. and we use blending brushes and the coordinating ink color to blend color all over them in the coordinating ink. And so it was a little bit hard using, because it's all gold, right? It was a little bit hard using gold with the silver, but gold with the black was fine. Gold with the crumb cake was perfectly fine. And we had a little gold with gray, but we went with it. We thought it worked. All right, Susan Bellamy, we'll talk to you later. All right, so that's Hearts and Hugs, and that is coming up in July. And then the other one that is an add-on for July is the Zenia class. So Simply Zenia is the name of the stamp set, and the class is called Flowering Zenia, and it is a Fun Folds mock ink, paper, scissors. It is not truly the ink, paper, scissors, but it is like an ink, paper, scissors where you get the quarter DSP, you'll get the ribbons, and the embellishments. And all of these are Fun Folds. And so this one's my favorite. I can have favorites, right? I love it. It opens up and you have a garden of flowers that are saying hello to you. And that one is amazing. I love it. And this one right here. And of course, they have the hardest time going in. All that pretty glimmer paper is being, oh, that's not going to work. Hang on, you guys. We'll do this later. So this one is one of the pull cards like this. And I unfortunately put my gems right in the way. So they get caught a little bit. So I'll teach you how to do that. Right? And yes, thanks, Angelique. This is that wedding cake card. So this was a Share, Create, Inspire card that we got from Maria. And then this one is also my favorite. I guess I can have more than one favorite, right? And that is opening like that. And so we've got the Melon Mambo with black. And do you need to have stamps for this? Just sentiments would be all right, because all of this die cutting, Tammy and her mom have already done. The die cutting is crazy how many pieces of flowers and leaves they've already cut for you guys, and fun stuff. So that one is $32, or it is $39 if you need it mailed to you. And again, consolidating shipping is an option. So that's the Zenia class. Okay. And what do we have left? I think that got us to the end. We have in August, there's only, so in August, we've already gone over one August thing, but August is the general core stuff, but there's also a Stamp-a-Stack in August. So that's the other thing to be on the radar for that. You guys looking for Gina's classes at the end of the schedule here is what Gina has for day and time. She has her 3 core classes, and what she has them here for you to see, and nicely organized. She's got them all here. We will go through these. Hi, Carrie White. So sorry. We have here, this is Gina. So Gina's on my team, as is Jenna, and they both do a lot of classes as well. And if you are interested in any of their classes, you guys, I love to support and promote my team members. It's not all about me. I love to help build others up as well. And they have been doing classes now, like pretty religiously since last August or July, which is amazing. They're both going on a year. And if I have the cards here when I do my showcase, by all means, I like to share them. And you don't have to have permission from me. I'm just saying this. If you guys, I appreciate your support of my card making classes, of my classes that I provide to you. I also appreciate your support if you support or choose to support anybody on my team or another demonstrator. You guys, we all work hard for making classes, like designing and kitting. And I truly appreciate when you guys get kits from me, from anybody on my team, and from other demonstrators. We all work hard, and I'm friends with a lot of the gals that are also doing classes, and it's just fun and enjoyable, and it brings me joy that you guys enjoy making our cards. And so that's why if you want to take classes with Gina, you just reach out to her. I'm not her middle person though. That's the only thing, is if you want classes with Gina, you just reach out to her. If you need her phone number, I'll tell it to you. But you can also find it on the back end of my schedule. So this is Gina's technique class, and it's called Round We Go. And kits are available until Sunday, June 30th. So if you'd like to get kits from Gina for this card class, just reach out to Gina. It features Round We Go, and she did one of those rosettes, which are super cool. I love how she made them into the flowers here, which is super pretty. And then her beach card here. And she has on here the class is $20 plus shipping is $6. And so that's her technique class. And then her morning create was this past week, and it's featuring it's beachy. I'm trying to, so this is Seaside Wishes, this I know. And it looks like a lot of the die cutting too, where all you need is a sentiment. And then this one is featuring Sea Turtle, wishing you a beautiful day. It's come from Beach Days. Okay, so it's from Beach Days is the name of the set. I just got it now. It says she wrote Beachy there, but this is the Beach Days set. Look at that. It's so cool, the layering, what she did here. She's got a little cloud there. So fun. Again, you have till June 30th to sign up if you are interested in this class. And this one's $17 with extra shipping. This is her Country Flowers class. And it comes with that you can make a box, and it's $20 as well. You could also do 4 cards instead of the box. So she has an alternative way to do the box and do a card if you like. So pretty. This is one of my favorite patterns of designer paper from that Country Woods designer paper. So there's that. And then here's this one with the flowers. So this one features the Country Flowers stamp set. So you would need that and the bucket, and that is stamped as well. And then this one looks like this, opens like that, and it's the tea kettle is stamped and the flowers are stamped. So you need to have some sort of focal or floral images. And then here's the box, and then when you open it up, that's where the cards fit in the box, right? Okay, and then again, this blue piece, instead of doing a box, you could alter it and put this onto a card front, is why she's got it. Could be with a box, and some people don't like boxes, so you could alter it and do 4 cards instead of the box. All right, she's got one more class here that I want to share with you, and it is her scrapbook class. She did this morning. So you guys, if you watched her this morning, you could hear us in the background probably working because we were kidding. This one is $24 plus shipping, and kits are available through July 6th. And the requirement you need is to provide your, oh, thanks for finding things for me, Chris. I appreciate it. So there was a little note too, and I should probably bring this out, to reverse, to go back to the Technique Club class with Rose. Rose reached out to me a few months ago and said, can we switch the class from 1:30 to 11:30? So you may see things being 1:30 in my system, but they're 11:30 central going forward. I haven't fixed everything yet, and so thank you, Chris, for helping me find those things I need to update. So the June scrapbook class is $24 plus shipping, and kits are available through July 6th, and this is what she did. So again, you'll need to supply your own 12 by 12 paper, and in this case she used white. And so the blue pieces here are what would represent where you put your pictures. And she's got a rosette in here. She pulled out, look at all these little strips. Oh my goodness, so fun. So that is what she has for her June scrapbook layout. So very cool. Yeah, she did a good job. I agree, Angelique. Great card, Gina. Oh, I love it. She'll like that. Okay, so you guys, again, reach out to Gina. Her information is all on the end of my schedule here. Her email is there. Her phone number is there. You can reach out to her directly if you are interested in anything that she has to offer. Now, I do have something I want to talk about really quick, too, for those that are still with me. I had my class on Monday night, and it was bingo. And I just had my class at Burgers and Beignets. One of the cards was this 4th of July card right here. And when you open it up, oh, you guys would also recognize it because it was mystery card night for me. This was my mystery card. Well, I triple dipped, and I'm about to quadruple dip in case anybody's interested. I kitted up a few too many of this one, and that's okay because what I'm going to do starting today and going until these are gone, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these out there. I would normally sit on these for a little while and think in my head, I'm gonna make these someday, or I'm gonna do something with them, and then I end up with them sitting for a moment. I might just have 10 actually, because I'm saving one. I have a goal of mine that in the VIP group that I want to do my bingo cards, the 2 bingo cards that I do, I want to do them as a live YouTube video for the VIP group as an extra little perk. I do 6 bingos a year. So I might have 10 because I got to save one if I want to do one for the VIP group. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What I'm going to do for these is 10 different people are going to get these in their July class. And I'm going to base it off of starting today, every $50 order that comes in, what I'll do, and maybe what I'll do, I should maybe, I got to think about how I'm going to start. I was going to start it today because I know I have this many extra, and I'm going to have it that if you place a $50 order between now and, I was going to say July 4th because they're July 4th cards, but if I don't have 10 people by July 4th, I'll keep going until I have 10 people. So it'll be basically the first 10 people who order from me, at least a $50 order. Those are the people who will get these card kits. And that's what I'll do. There's no stamping done on them, right? We cannot stamp any images for people. So what would happen is there's going to be a white piece of paper that's big enough to stamp these. And if you don't have them, what else could you use? That's a good question. Do you have some stars that you could stamp, or is there something else you could do? This is a good starting of a card. If you don't have that exact round we go, think of what you could do. And again, if you are not wanting a card kit and you know you're putting in an order in and you're not interested, you could always reach out to me too and say, hey, I just placed an order. I heard you say that you're going to give a card kit. I'm not interested in it. Please pass it on to somebody else, versus you getting a card kit and then not ever doing anything with it, where somebody else could have been happy to have it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start today, and the next 10 people who place a $50 order or more. And no, any order that you do today, what is today? It's already the 26th today. Any order that you put in starting today, it could go for a June class, a July class, or a past class. And the only exception to that is if you would order the Country Woods bundle, one of the Country Woods bundles, because that is the promotional class being offered in August. If you get that could also count ahead of time. So even though the class is in August, that's the only time that it's allowed that you could order that far in advance and get a class for free, is if it's the promotion. Because you might get, I can't ever risk the bundle goes out. So as long as it's available, you guys can always order that whenever. But I think that's what we're going to do. So, the star die cuts would be awesome too. So if you have some star stamps, that would be perfect. Yeah. Barbara said, Gina's cards and scrapbook pages are awesome. They sure are, Barbara. I appreciate you saying that. Okay, so you guys know the drill on this. I have 10 people that will get some surprise 4th of July cards in with their kits. And I think I'm going to spend a few more moments here going over what I have for past classes. So sometimes you place an order and you're like, oh man, I don't want anything that's coming up, but I might be interested in something that's from the past. So if you go into, again, it's in the resources. So go to resources. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom here, I have past classes available. Now, I try to keep this as up to date as possible, but know that somebody might just have taken the last class, and I might have to come back to you and say, hey, I don't have this one. But for the most part, this is pretty up to date. We've cleared out a lot recently. It's crazy. So there's not a crazy amount in here, but you guys might not always know. Oh, just so you do know though, you can always click on the class and it takes you into the link so that you can see the screenshot of it. So tried to help you guys find that stuff easily. And so I will tell you, I do have some of the Good Feelings class that was done. I think this was April. I have maybe 10 of these left in case anybody wants these fun. It was 5 cards. They were relatively more simple, but yet they were bright and cheerful and layers and embellishments. And so that Good Feelings game night is still available. I have the February monthly class that featured these 3 cards, and you either got this one or you got this one. It was just a different color combination that was done. And I have, I probably have 10 left of that one. And I have a Sweet Thoughts, Memories and More class that was 20 card kits. I believe it was 20. And it was making all of these different cards featuring the Sweet Thoughts, Memories and More pack. And so this is ready to go. I have 1 left of those. Okay. Then for the month of March, we did Nature's Thoughts. I have this many, plus I have another box. Way lots. Oodles McOodles of this one. People had a harder time with this one because of the the specific stamp set that was used with it, but a lot of people ended up using Magnolia. This was a $20 class, and it was free with either a $30 or $50 order. And again, this, you could color these in or use other stamps, but the Magnolia looked really pretty. So I have a bunch of the Nature's Sweetness. From last month with Rose Coleman, I have 2 left of the Bistro Burger. All right, Linda Scott, we'll see you later. Hi, Jean Maxwell. Oh, the Past Class Challenge. We'll talk about that really quick. So the Past Class Challenge is happening. People had to register for that sometime back in March or April, and they have through August to complete that. I am not doing anything with it in the interim. It's on everybody's own responsibility that if they signed up and registered for it, that they should be sending pictures of completed cards and checking in with Carissa. So basically, Chris is managing all of it. And I don't plan to do anything with recognition or awarding prizes until the end. So I basically need to know who's done what before we can even figure any of that out. So I do know that people are sending her pictures of completing classes, and people are getting things done, which is awesome. That's what we were trying to do with it. And Jean, I don't know if you caught earlier that we were going to do the scavenger hunt, the Discover Bee Quest review on Friday. Oh, there you go. There are a couple people who have completed all the cards and are getting them done. I'm slacking and have gotten 2 of my 35 done. Oh, Chris is slacking. All right. I have 3 left here of the August monthly class from last year. So a year, you guys. We have 3 left of this one featuring the Little Dreamers, Timeless Arrangements, and Gone Fishing, and the Anchor one. I can't remember. I have 3 left of Let's Just Stamp featuring the bees. They're all fun folds, and so there are 3. This card is just funny. That's why this flips down into there like that. All right, so there we have 3 of those. And let's put this in here. Okay. I've got 2 more boxes, and so just a few more, and then I will wrap up, you guys. We have 1 left, 1 lonely little class here, featuring the In Color Retirement that we had in April, featuring the different soda cans, you guys. Oh, my son is coming in here now, giving us some light. All right, so there's 1 of that one. From this month, we had the Let's Just Stamp available. I think maybe, let's say 8 of those. I'm guessing. I'm just eyeballing it. But that's the Let's Just Stamp that features Labeled with Love. Oh, man, not quite enough. All right, so features Labeled with Love. Those 3 cards. And I have Take to the Sky, you guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like over 12. There's over a dozen left of this one. And they just will hang out until people are like, oh, I'd like one of those, or I'd like to get one of those, and then all of a sudden they're gone. So Take to the Sky featured those cards. We did this class last week, so there are Oodles McOodles left of that one. And then I have from this April monthly class maybe 6 of these left, featuring Beach Days and Everyday Details and Encircled in Nature. So there's that one. Now for ink, paper, scissors, we have a few ink, paper, scissors left. The Full of Life, which I'm doing tomorrow night, I think we have about a dozen yet going into class. So if you would like to get in on this class, even though it's not in the past, it will be in the past, and it'll be out there on the resources tab for you guys to get this one if you're interested in this past class. I have the Season of Chic. We're getting down there. I think there's only 5 left of this one now. But that featured Season of Chic ink, paper, scissors from last year. That was a little fun fold. It's like a mini card inside of a card. And then we have that one. Okay. And then ink, paper, scissors from December was Masterfully Made. I think we're down to like less than 6 or 7 of these as well. Something like that. But all these ink, paper, scissors are fun to make, very like featuring heavy on the designer series paper. So that's that grouping. And then from February we had Forever Love, and it was the very wedding-esque cards, the gold and blingy, and that one was my favorite. And then here was another one, and we have we have maybe like another 8 to 10 left. So we don't have a lot left, but just a few to me in my head compared to what we started. And then I have the ability to have 2 more of the Trusty Tools Stamp-A-Stack. In case anybody's interested, this Stamp-A-Stack made 14 cards. And I think 2 is what I have left for that one. If you are interested, it would come with the Designer Series paper, it would come with the embellishments, and the Essentials Baker's Twine, and it would be all the kits to make these 14 cards. Or 12, I can't remember if it's 12, or I've lost count. It's either 12 or 14, so a nice variety of different manly man and women-esque cards. 14, and they're numbered, 14 cards. So again, 2 left of that one. And then 1 more that remains, that I think that there's about 5 left, would be this one. In one moment, let me pull it out. I have them. It's over here in the box. And this one is the Meandering Meadows Stamp-A-Stack that we did in May. I think I maybe have 3 or 4 left that I could do. And this one was that class where they opened up like this. And they all had a belly band. And so they were all different insides. And they were your paintings, it looks like, that you could put on your wall. Little masterpieces that you can put up on your desk or on your mantle. And so I believe there were 12 of them. And we showed you how to cut the paper and put them in. They're all matted. And so there were 12 of those different ones. And so that class, all these classes, you can always refer to the video tutorial, or you can, oh, Polly. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I didn't want to open them all up, but my favorite, I'll show you my favorite one, is this one right here. Number 9 was my favorite. And it opened up that one. So pretty. So again, I would have a handful more of this one that I could make additional if we needed to. If anybody's interested. And I think that, and then again, I'm going to spend some time going through my past classes, the resources. I'm going to go through my resources link right now, and just make sure that I've got everything up to date there. Hopefully by the morning, in case anybody goes to look, you'll see what's out there or not out there. Have you talked about all the, oh, good check. Okay, so Debbie Lindauer. In August, is that in there? The used stamp sale. Oh my goodness, you guys. So in here for extras in July, the used stamp sale was, we were supposed to have it on July 19th. We're going to be in the middle of the project here, and Tyler told me I'm not allowed. It will not be good for his or my health if we have a used stamp sale on July 19th. So this technically is down here, and it has become August 16th instead. From like 7 to 3 or 4. I guess it depends. That was jazz hands, you guys. Jazz hands. So it was originally slated for the 19th. We're pushing it out to August 16th. We should be done with our little building project that we're finishing off the rest of what we were supposed to finish 4 years ago. And it's going to start at 7 a.m., done around 3 or 4. If you want to bring stuff for the sale, you are more than welcome to. Just there are guidelines. If you go to my events calendar for August 16th, it's already updated on August 16th. You can find the used stamp sale guidelines, or if you're local and you want to shop, you can come anytime throughout the day. Don't wait till 3 to come though, because usually by 3 everybody's like done and we're ready to be done, and it's gonna be usually hot and the fans are going, and we're usually ready to like just button things up. And so anytime between 7 and 3, come for the stamp sale. It should be good. So I thank you for reminding me about that. So I do have updates that I'll be making to this, you guys. So if you are wanting to print this new calendar, wait. By tomorrow morning, I'll have a new calendar. It'll say last revised on June 26th, so that you can know that you have the most recent up-to-date version. It's the one that ends August. It's not going to be the yearly one that I'm... there's a yearly calendar as well. I don't know if I'm going to be updating that at this point. So, all right. Good question, though, Debbie. I appreciate that. Hopefully I answered your questions. All right. Your deadline is the end of August. Good. Thanks for answering questions, everybody. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. If you guys missed it, I was on Craft Roulette last week, Friday. You can always catch the replay. I got my card submission in by Sunday night at 11 o'clock. I was right in the nick of time, and that felt good. So I do have here, if you guys want to entertain me for one moment longer, I have some Happy Mail that my mom shared. So the people that attended the stamp, that's what I have left. Oh, wait, wrong thing here. This is what I have left too. I have my Stampin' Fun in the Sun here. So this is actually Helen Chase's. I have this available. I have enough stuff to kit up, I think, 11 more of the Stampin' Fun in the Sun. So in case you didn't get in on my event, we still have spots available. It came with all of the projects of the treat packages. So all these different treat packages. There was one of the mini classes that made the little bag with the 5 cards in it. There was another treat package. And then one of the projects was a sampler here. And I do have more white frames. I did get a few more white frames in case anybody wants a white frame to go with it. It was just extra, a little bit extra. And then we had the Fun Fold card. And this gives you access to the private Facebook group. There's another treat package, but it fell behind there. It gives you access to the private Facebook page where we had 5 creative presentations as well. And it was a good event. All the swap cards are also shared in there. So if you guys, Kelly got them updated. And so just know that I have about, this one is accounted for, but I have about 11 more that I can kit up for this project. Or for this class. And so from that, people sent thank you cards to some of my helpers, and this one was sent to my mom, and so my mom wanted to share these with me. Oh, this is from Amy Langlois. Yay! It was cute with a little kitty on it, and she used that Round We Go, and she made it into a sun, you guys. Super cool. And then this one was from Sandy Gorin, and you guys might recognize this. This was a Let's Just stamp from last April, I think. It was really pretty. So that was from Sandy Gorin. And this one is from Deanna Stell, yay, and Angela. Very pretty, orange-delicious. This one is from Angelique and Carmen, yay, pretty in purple. I love your flowers that you put on there. Very good. I recognize this card. That was from the Wounded Warrior, the Wounded Warrior card benefit. Or was it the April one? This was the MS benefit. Very cool. Oh, Shelly Schultz, very nice. And this one, I recognize this one too. This is from Christina Heiser. Very nice. So that was, I think, from a team meeting card. And then you guys, I also have 3 more cards to share with you. I think, yep, they're right here. I have some Happy Mail. I have 3 Happy Mails that came to me. This one was from Penny Powell. This was a thank you card that she got for doing the event, I think, in January. So that came from Penny, that Karen Wetstein actually made. This one came to me from Miss Debbie Stone, using the Ornate Garden designer paper and dies and stamp. Very cool. And this one was Ann Bellinger, and she used that Crafting With You, and she added the little strips of paper and then embossed them, and then a little ribbon spool is the most adorable little thing. She wrapped linen thread and made it like going around in a purple and a green scissors. Super cool. And there's a little silver gem right in the middle of the scissors. So that was from Ann Bellinger, and very cool. And she's got a bee on the inside. So there you go. So that's some Happy Mail. Oh, thanks, Gwen. She said I rocked Craft Roulette. I tried. I felt like I was in a little bit of a limbo land because I was really trying to do a slider card, and my brain was not functioning to that capacity by that point of the night. So I'm so happy with how I ended up with my card. So yay. All right. Boom. All right. So I can't say did I forget anything because you guys don't know if I forgot anything. But I do know that I always forget something. So I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure I did. And if you are new to me and you made it through this entire video, I applaud you. If you are not new to me and you made it through this entire video, I still applaud you. It was a lot to take in. There's a lot that's going on, and it's a very busy and active summer for a lot of people. So I take anybody who takes classes with me, I truly truly greatly appreciate your support, you guys. I couldn't do what I love without having you taking classes from me and watching me and getting the you inspire me as much as I inspire you. So that's awesome. And then your words of encouragement keep me going too, you guys. So it's a team effort, and teamwork makes the dream work is how I say it. So, all right. I think that's what I got, you guys. Kelly will be here momentarily. It's 5:26 on my clock up here, and she is going to be doing the paper pumpkin class starting at 6. So I'm going to help get her situated, and then I'm going to start working my way through emails and correspondence and replying to people that have been waiting for some responses. And so I look forward to doing that, and also making the updates to my sheet here and anything on my website that's off. That is my goal for tonight. So, all right. I'm looking around. I don't see anything. The cats aren't here to say hi. I found one on a chair over there when I just got up. So maybe they'll be around for Kelly's class tonight. And for those that are looking for June Paper Pumpkin, if you see it back here, you know it's available. So just reach out to me if you're interested in getting that. So, all right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We will see you back here tomorrow night. For me, I will see you for tomorrow night, ink, paper, scissors. But Kelly will see you tonight in about a half hour. And then I'll see you back on Friday for some more live videos doing showcases and the scavenger Discover Bee Quest. So, all right, you guys, love you a long time. Bye.